Welcome to Lingua Wire English B1. Today, we have two stories, a fight over robotaxis and a canal that may let fewer ships through. To help you follow today's episode, full transcripts and vocabulary lookups are available at linguawire.com. Robotaxis, lobbying, and a growing fight. Now we go to Jack, our LinguaWire correspondent for technology.
Thanks, Daniel. Waymo is spending a lot more money on lobbying. It is trying to win support for fully driverless taxis in the United States.
So this is not just a tech story. It is also a political fight, right?
Exactly. The company spent more than $1 million between April and June on lobbying the federal government. That is more than double what it spent a year earlier.
And that puts Waymo close to Uber, right?
Yes. Waymo's spending is now close to Uber's. It is also well ahead of companies like Zoex and Tesla and...
So the battle is not only about the cars, it is also about who can shape the rules.
That is right. Waymo wants a faster path to fully driverless commercial service. It wants regulators to clear the way. Then these cars can operate without a human driver in the vehicle.
And Uber does not want the same pace.
Uber is backing a slower rollout. Its idea is that robotaxis should work alongside human drivers for a while.
So the two companies are not just rivals in business. They have different plans for the whole service.
Exactly. Journalists say the different lobbying strategies have helped sour the relationship between the two companies. The report also says Waymo has been looking at ways to end its partnership with Uber in Austin and Atlanta.
That is a big shift. Partnerships often look stable until the rules change.
Yes, and this story shows how regulation can change business fast. If a company thinks the rules will decide the winner, it will spend more money trying to influence them.
Are politicians also part of the pressure here?
Very much so. The companies are lobbying in several U.S. states and in Washington, D.C. Pushback slowed their expansion in places like New York and Chicago. Politicians and labor groups have warned that the technology could replace drivers and weaken existing services.
So the delay is not just technical. It is social too.
That is right. Waymo says it wants a federal framework to make robotaxi rollout easier. In May, it hired another law firm to lobby for it. The message is clear. The company's trying to move faster. But the public debate is still holding the door partly closed.
The Panama Canal prepares to cut ship traffic. Now we go to Chloe, our LinguaWire correspondent for environment.
Thanks, Daniel. The Panama Canal will soon let fewer ships through. Low rainfall has reduced water levels.
That is a serious problem for one of the world's most important trade routes.
It is. The Canal Authority says 32 vessels a day will be able to pass from 15 September. That is down from 36 a day now.
So this is a planned cut, not a sudden shutdown.
Exactly. The changes will be phased in from 3 September. The authority says it is trying to protect service reliability and save water for human consumption.
And the reason is linked to El Niño.
Yes. El Niño is a pattern of warmer sea surface temperatures that can change weather around the world. In this case, it has meant less rain for the canal area. The authority says Additional action is needed to support the long-term sustainability of transit operations.
That sounds very careful, but it is also costly for shipping companies.
It is. The canal is a key route between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Even a small cut can affect schedules. About 14,000 ships per year use the waterway, so fewer ships will be able to pass if the cuts stay in place. It is also a major source of income for Panama.
What makes this moment especially sensitive?
The wider shipping industry is already under pressure. The report says disruption in the Strait of Hormuz has already reduced the number of vessels moving through that route. So companies are facing more than one weak point at the same time.
And the canal has seen this kind of stress before, hasn't it?
Yes. In 2023, the authority also cut the number of vessels during a previous El Niño period. Panama had its driest October since records began in 1950. Since then, the canal has already introduced water-saving measures.
So this is partly a repeat problem. But the pressure is bigger now.
That is the key point. This story shows how climate patterns can quickly turn into trade problems. When there is less water, a canal is not just a waterway anymore. It becomes a limit on global movement.
First, 3 words from the canal story. Vessel, a ship or boat, used for transport. In the story, it was used for ships passing through the canal. Example, the vessel arrived early in the morning. Transit, the movement of people or goods through a place. In the story, it was used for canal operations and ship movement. Example, transit through the port was slow today. Sustainability, the idea that something can continue for a long time without running out or causing harm. In the story, it was used about canal operations and water use. Example, the city is planning for the sustainability of its water supply. Now 1 grammar point, will be able to, we use, will be able to, when we talk about what someone can do in the future. The Canal Authority says 32 vessels a day will be able to pass from 15 September. About 14,000 ships use the waterway each year, so fewer ships can pass if the cuts stay. Repeat after me, will be able to pass. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Today, we ask one small favor. LinguaWire only launched in March, and right now, word of mouth is everything to our small team. If you know someone who loves the news and wants to learn English, or any of our 6 languages, send them this episode. It's the best way to help us grow and improve our service.